position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 22, Franz Wagner. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5, your head coach is Jamal Mosley. Once again, your Orlando Magic.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Jones, Okoro out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic in the center. And for the Magic, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. In less than a handful of games completed, Richard, we're starting to see teams emerge.
You usually need about 10 games or so to figure out who's going to compete in their divisions. Numbers tend to regulate themselves over a couple of months.
And Giddey gets it to go.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Outside, Bane. No good on the triple. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Banchero. Pass to Vucevic. Over Carter. Good work defensively by Carter. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a three-point game. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Just 5 on the clock. Jones, that's for 2. Carter pulls it in. Banchero outside. And he banks in the layup.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
Now here's Giddey. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Inside. And then Carter with the jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Out to the wing. Jones with the bounce pass. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Back to Jones. Takes a 3. Banchero grabs the board. Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Bane. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layup for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Let your dancing shoes at home. Everybody dance.
Making some changes. Blacks checked in for Franz Wagner. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jalen Suggs.
Tyus Jones.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero is the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Okoro. And it's Dosunmu in for Jones. Now here's Williams. Vucevic with it. Pass to Buzelis. Pocket 4. From outside, off the mark. Orlando leading by 3. Bane passes to Banchero. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
To the middle, stolen by Carter. Here's Bane. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Magic out in front. They're up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Goga Batadze. Then there's Black. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And the first one drops. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Dosunmu. The tray. The rebound by Batadze. Magic leading by 9. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Okoro, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Josh Giddey comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trey Jones subbed in for Carter. Now here's Giddey. Williams, a screen on Suggs. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Baines checked in for Anthony Black.
Desmond Bane.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Bane with the steal. And now Orlando on the break takes a step back. Smith against Batadze. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A top 10 pick in 2020, Jalen Smith, Richard, played for 3 teams before his 25th birthday. He's seen a lot.
Yeah, that's such a challenge for a young player. I moved around a bit, but it was later in my career. Give Jalen credit. Despite the changes, he is still developing well.
Giddey, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Bane.
2 minutes remaining.
Isaac a screen on Giddey. Suggs in the corner. Down low. Williams with the steal. Here's Giddey. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Magic leading by 9. And Wagner has it in the corner. Outside, Suggs. Isaac outside. Bane against Giddey. Clock is at 3. Wagner kicks to Suggs. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 9. It's Williams, high post. Kicks it out to Jones. 1:02 left in the first half. And the Bulls with another miss. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Batadze setting a screen for Bane. And he drives in.
But just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smith the pass to Jones. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Bane looking around. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Batadze, and Batadze throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And here is Giddey. Unable to get that one. And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks so much, Jonathan. A tremendous first half for you guys. What was working for you out there?
I think we were just feeding off each other. There was so much energy in the building. We came out running, came out playing hard. We were able to get turnovers. It was just everything was going our way that first half.
Energy is contagious. Back to you.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, you almost had it. Let's hear it for the participant.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look here at Orlando. So far, they've had it pretty easy. All their games at home? Are you kidding me? But they're hard for me to evaluate until they've been tested on that road, Jack.
Well, we can circle back after that game, since you don't have an answer ready. Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Bulls.
They're not playing with urgency, especially on the glass. Shots go up and they're just waiting. Go after the rebound.
Yeah, got to get those elbows up at least 2 inches. The refs can't see everything.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Magic leading by 11. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-star.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you guys.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Giddey. Out to the right wing. Buzelis offline with his 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Bane passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Playing with some force on the interior. You got to love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Jones. Vucevic is screen on Suggs. And they call an illegal screen here.
Magic ball.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Number 1, the Magic.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Orlando leading by 13. Out to the right wing. Pass to Wagner. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Up top, Giddey, guarded by Bane. Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Here's Okoro. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 5. Giddey with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Giddey, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And it's Carter missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Blacks check in for Orlando. The Bulls also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Banchero, screen on Jones. Here's Black. Puts it in off the nasty crossover. Black's got his first points of the night.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Bulls trail by 12. Pass to Dosunmu. Bounce pass from Williams. Okoro finds Dosunmu. Outside, Jones. Vucevic setting the bid for Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the jumper.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. That ball's nice speed that time from Banchero. Wagner's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Dosunmu. Scoreless thus far. 6 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. The shot, no good.
Usually he's a master in the lady, but not the time.
And so it's the Orlando Magic riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Black. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. This is out there for Orlando.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Bain. Isaac kicks to Suggs. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Now, here's Suggs. And the layup is off.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Count it!
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Banchero comes in for Isaac, and it's Franz Wagner in for Anthony Black. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. Okoro, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Jones subbed in for Kevin Huerter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Jones. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time, no need to force anything.
Banchero. Albane. Banchero with the ball. Jones covering. Swing from outside.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now here's Jones. Vucevic. Big time move inside.
Assisted by Che Jones.
Now Banchero. Wagner. The three doesn't go. Bulls trail by 12. Now Jones. Vucevic down low. Defended by Carter. That one is good.
Assisted.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
Here's Suggs. Now Carter. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Orlando.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Paolo Banchero.
Incredible game for him. He had endless energy. No doubt, best player on the floor tonight.
Here's Suggs. After Chicago taking out the basket just moments ago.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by Orlando. Vucevic down low. Harder on him.
Because he can commit from all three levels, Vucevic is a tricky cover.
At the line for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Consistently productive. Vooch can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
And he sinks the second. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Black with it. Isaac fires. And there's the jumper.
And at 6'11", Isaac's able to take a hit and still get the deuce.
So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. We'll see you later.